before it's too late. Another objection. Isaiah 7:14 speaks of a young woman, not a virgin, having a child. Jewish people have a lot of problems with the virgin birth. I think there are a lot of non-Jewish people that have a lot of problems with the virgin birth. But after all, who was Adam's mother? After all, is anything impossible for God? After all, He that created a human from dust. What's so tough about the virgin birth? Yes, but it doesn't say virgin, it says young woman. Today, in the Hebrew translations, it does say young woman. But what did it mean back then? Words change. And this is what it said back then, and I can prove it to you. There was a translation written 200 years before Yeshua came to earth by the best Jewish rabbis of their day when they wanted to translate the Old Testament from Hebrew to Greek. It was called the Septuagint. And the word that they picked for virgin in the Greek, these were Jewish rabbis when there was no prejudice involved, was Parthenos. Do you know what that means? I'll give you a clue. If you go to Greece, you'll find an old building called the Parthenon. Do you know what that building was built for? For the Virgin Goddess. Virgin Goddess, that's where that word comes from. And a Jew by the name of Matthew quoted Isaiah 7:14 in Matthew 1:23. And what did he use? He used that same Greek word, Parthenos, when he was talking about the virgin birth. So words may change, but I'll tell you one more thing. This says it'll be a miracle sign. And when you see signs and wonders, Isaiah 7:14 says, behold, the virgin shall conceive. There'll be a sign. There'll be a sign. The virgin shall conceive. That word, Greek word for sign, is used in the New Testament for signs and wonders. And what will be this sign and wonder? A young woman having a child whose name will be called Emmanuel, God is with us? Or would it be a sign and wonder for a virgin to have a child? The child whose name would be Emmanuel, God is with us. Does Isaiah 53 refer to the Jewish people as a whole or the Messianic age? The early interpretations of this scripture, Isaiah 53, before Messiah came to earth, all said it was about the Messiah. Later, I'll tell you, these Jewish rabbis are going to, I'll tell you, they're going to make such tremendous evangelists someday. Listen to some of their logic. They say, this is not talking about Jesus, this is talking about the Messianic age. Well, if it's the Messianic age, look at Isaiah 53, verse 3. It says, he's despised and rejected by men. Well, the Messianic age is a utopia. Who would despise? If he is the Messianic age, who would despise a utopia? Can't be the Messianic age. Well, maybe it's the Jewish people or a remnant of righteous Jewish people. Can't be that either. Let me give you three reasons why it can't. Number one, Isaiah 53, verse 7. So he opened not his mouth. We Jewish people have been accused of a lot of things, but we have not been accused of being silent. That's not one of our accusations. And Isaiah 53, verse 8 talks about my people. Who would you think my people is? Might be Israel? Would that be my people? Then who is he? Well, let's read that and get that in context. Isaiah 53, 8. For he was cut off from the land of the living. Remember, the rabbis say that's the Jewish people. For he was cut off from the land of the living. For the transgressions of my people he was stricken. If he is the Jewish people, who is my people? Isaiah 53, 9. Israel is not without sin. Hosea describes us as a harlot. Isaiah 53, 9 says, nor was any deceit in his mouth. It cannot be talking about Israel. It can only be talking about one. And you know who that one is? Yeshua, the Messiah. Another very important issue. We don't need the blood of atonement. We do mitzvahs, good deeds. We go to synagogue. We say prayers. And that's enough. Then how come the Talmud before Yeshua said in Yoma 5a, there is not atonement, kapara, without the blood? How come the Torah says in Leviticus 17:11, for the life of the flesh is in the blood, and I have given it to you upon the altar to make atonement for your souls? For it is the blood that makes atonement for the soul. Talmud, Torah agree. Yes, Sid, but what about flower offerings, money offerings Torah talks about, prayers? Yes, it talks about all of them. In the days of Solomon, you could say prayers. But you know where you had to face when you said prayers, no matter where you said prayers? Toward the temple in Jerusalem. Do you know what made those prayers valid? The blood that was upon the altar in the temple in Jerusalem. Without the shedding of blood, there is no forgiveness for sin. Divine forgiveness requires a life for a life. What I have just shared with you are facts, good facts. I told you that Jewish people have not rejected their Messiah. They've rejected the package.